AITA for refusing to pay for my stepdaughter's wedding after I was excluded from the guest list and replaced by her biological father. My stepdaughter is getting married, and for the past 6 months, most of her and her mother's attention has been focused on the wedding. I've been with her mother for about 10 years, although we're not married. I've also been involved in my stepdaughter's life for a long time. I paid for her college education, which ended up costing around $40,000, and I bought her a car when she finished high school so she'd have reliable transportation. She graduated from university last December and currently doesn't have a job, so she's still living with us. Her biological father has been mostly absent throughout her life, although he occasionally comes back into her life. She still cares about him and wants a relationship with him, even though he hasn't contributed financially to her education or provided much consistent support. Unfortunately, their relationship has been pretty on and off. When the wedding planning started, we were told the venue could accommodate up to 250 people. Since I was paying for the wedding, I gave my girlfriend and stepdaughter a list of about 20 people I wanted invited. They told me there wouldn't be a problem, so I let those friends know they should save the date. Then last Saturday, I happened to run into one of the friends on my list at the golf course. I asked if he'd received his wedding invitation. He told me he hadn't. He had received an announcement and happened to have it in his car. When he showed it to me, I noticed it only had my stepdaughter's mother's name and her biological father's name on it. My name wasn't mentioned. I later found out that none of the 20 people on my list had actually made the final guest list. I was told that with a 250-person limit, the guest list was already too tight. I was pretty upset, especially because I'd already told these people they were going to be invited. My girlfriend said that if some guests didn't RSVP, maybe a few of my friends could be added later. I didn't like that idea. It felt like my friends were being treated as backups after I'd already told them they were invited. The next day, we had dinner with the future in-laws. There was also an unexpected guest, my stepdaughter's biological father. During dinner, my stepdaughter announced that he would be able to attend the wedding after all and that he would be giving her away. I was happy for her on some level, but I was also hurt and frustrated by the situation. I'd been involved in her life for 10 years, had supported her financially, and was paying for the wedding, yet my role seemed to be getting smaller while her biological father was being given a central role. I was too emotional to have a productive conversation at the table, so I decided to make a toast. I don't remember my exact words, but I basically said that being part of their family for the past 10 years had been important to me. I then explained that the wedding had made me realize that I'd misunderstood my role. I said that I had started to feel more like the person responsible for paying the bills than someone who was actually considered part of the family. Since my name wasn't on the invitations and I wasn't going to have a role in the ceremony, I told them I was stepping back from paying for the wedding. I finished my drink, congratulated the couple, and left the conversation there. I know the toast was probably more sarcastic than it needed to be. I was hurt and angry, and I wasn't communicating particularly well. That night, I decided I was no longer comfortable paying for a wedding where I had essentially no say in the guest list and no meaningful role in the event. I moved my money out of our joint account and contacted the vendors I'd already paid deposits to. I asked if the payments could be refunded. Most of them have been understanding. It looks like I'll lose around $1,500 from the venue deposit, but the other vendors have agreed to return most of the money. At this point, I'm questioning what my relationship with my girlfriend and stepdaughter should look like going forward.